For many, Countess Countess Markievicz is a symbol of the role of women in the revolutionary period 1916 to 1923. Born in 1868 into the wealthy Anglo-Irish Gore Booth family of Lissadell House in County Sligo, she went on to become a leading suffragette, nationalist, revolutionary, politician and socialist. She supported the lock in Dublin of 1913, a member of Sinn Féin and a founding and Cumann na mBan. She was active in 1960, which was later commuted on account of her sex. Released in 1917, she went on to be elected to the House of Commons in 1918. In recent weeks, her portrait was presented to the House of Commons in recognition of her status as the first female Member of Parliament. Of course, as a nationalist, she refused to take up that seat and was appointed instead as Minister of Labour in the newly formed Dáil Éireann in January 1919. Markievicz served in her position as Minister until January 1922, leaving alongside De Valera in her staunch opposition to the Anglo-Irish Treaty. She fought actively for the Republican cause in the Irish Civil War, travelled to the US to campaign and fundraise for the Irish Republic, and was imprisoned and went on hunger strike. In 1926, she joined the newly formed Fianna Fáil party and continued to be a tour de force in Irish politics until her death in 1927, aged 59.
No, Joseph.
The following quote from the Countess best sums up her belief in the courage and fortitude of Irish women and their ability to hold their own alongside any man in the national struggle. Dress suitably in short skirts and strong boots. Leave your jewels in the bank and buy a revolver. I will now invite Linda Hegarty to step forward and read a letter from the Countess to the annual convention of Cumann na mBan in October 1921. The Countess had just been released from one of her many prison sentences, in this case charged with giving seditious speeches. I don't think that was true. Linda, if you'd like to come forward, please.
Cumann na mBan Annual Convention, October 22nd and 23rd, 1921. The President's Address. A Chorja. Is mór an táthas atá orm bheith hí bhur meas gniu. Agus is mór an bród atá orm é a bheith anar agam bheith I ceannis ordeis Cumann na mBan. Is minic agus mé fé glas I galibh a tháinig éiad agam díobh a bhí me ag obair son na hÉireann. Acht go ndeanam ní obair ró feiriste a bhí agam. Acht obair curú bogalacht, obair donna lehéid nar dhéanú, acht go hanam I star an dawan. Is minic a tháinig brón agus díomhá orm, go ceachtas fannacht ciúin agus díomhain fud a bhí maná na hÉireann. Ag seasamh gola le golan leis an fearamh sa bhar na bhéal. I say to you, each and every one, how proud and glad I am to be among you again, and how pleased I was when I came out of prison in meeting my friends, many of them volunteers, to tell of the great work Cumann na mBan had done while I was in Mountjoy, doing nothing. I want to tell you how proud I am of the girls who stood in the gap of danger during the time of stress and war last winter. There was a generous chorus of praise from all parts of Ireland for the girls of Cumann na mBan on the way they have worked through the winter. Their courage, their capacity, and above all, their discretion were praised to me. These girls did daring and brave things that nobody ever heard of from anyone. I think this is the biggest praise I can give you today. The capacity too, and the training as well as discretion, and also the courage of those who are under fire, all deserve great praise. When the history of Ireland is to be written, the name of Cumann na mBan will be a name that will go down to your children and your children's children, and as an organisation will stand as a memorial to the Irish people as a great organisation of the past. That is what I have been told about you, and that is what I want to tell you today. I have very little more to say to you. This, as we all realise, is a time for action, not talk. But we must think of the future. Don't think it is going to be peace. Go out and work as if the war was going to break out next week. That is my message to you. Our strength lies in the fact that we are ready to fight. What has been won by the fighting men and women of Ireland and no one else. The men in the country tell me they never could have carried out on without the help of Cumann na mBan, who did all sorts of work for them. Action, again, I say, is most important, as if the enemy sees any weakening, the whole thing is up. When you go away from here, go and prepare yourselves to do good work for Ireland in the way you have done it in the past. Countess Markievicz.